Hello everyone, welcome to Sayuna Mar with Soul Channelings in the Nature. Alright, so I have a message for the Twin Flame collection and all the ones who have a divine relationship with their masculine partner. So this is for the ones who are not in contact, or whose masculine has not awakened, or who has blocked or ghosted them and do not have any physical communication at all. I have been reading some blogs, some places where people post their comments, and understand that so many people are suffering, so many women are suffering, and have just been giving out all their beautiful unconditional loving vibrations and all their best intentions, and still nothing happened. And I am a twin flame feminine soul, so I know about the pain. I have been in the twin flame journey since beginning last year, when my twin flame found me, and then after 2 months we have had no contact at all anymore. And since then it is developing the telepathy, we had the astral traveling, we had the merging of our different bodies, our different chakras, but we did not have the physical union. And so it is the mind and the physical that still needs to be realigned. But I have been tuning into the collective, and I have been channeling a lot of messages and activations, which I want to share with you right now. So first of all, of course you know that this journey is about your inner self, and to become the love, to pull yourself in the fifth dimension by desire to your twin flame counterpart. So every time your twin flame is still not communicating with you, you are still going within yourself, searching where you need to work, which fears, which past life traumas, which patterns from this lifetime are blocking you from feeling the unconditional love. And then in that journey, this is the true destiny, the true mission you have. All right? This is your journey from the third dimension into the fifth dimension, actually. So it's about you. And it's always about you. Because you can't have a fifth dimensional relationship when you do not vibrate in the fifth dimension yet, because then you will repeat all those third dimensional lower patterns, dramas, traumas, conflicts. And so yes, you first need to be cleansed from all of that before you can be in a harmonious relationship. There are some very rare people, souls, advanced souls, who are capable, even when they are not completely healed yet. And I'm not talking about the heart, because I have channeled that the heart space comes the last, and I will share with you soon why that is. But to at least have cleansed and activated your first 3 lower chakras and your earth chakra, your earth body, and your higher 3 chakras and your soul chakra. So you must have cleansed those. And of course you still carry around the wound in your heart from the separation. It is extremely painful. I know, I carry around the wound in my heart. And The only thing that keeps me going is to completely devote myself to my divine mission. And I know that is my mission. That is the meaning of it all. So I'm not distracted by anything, because then I'm only feeling into the pain in my heart constantly, whatever I'm doing with whoever I am, wherever I'm at. And the only thing at the moment what brings me joy and relief of the pain, and what gives me a feeling I'm on the good path, and which I constantly get confirmation from, out of the nowhere. It's like the universe directly senses that I'm doubting, or that my energy pulls back a little bit, or astrays from my mission, and directly, boom, somebody's coming in and saying, oh, your channelings are so beautiful and inspirational. Oh, they help me so much. Oh, never stop. And or any other material support or mental, emotional support. It's beautiful. Every time I get the guidance, or they send me to a message that I need to read, written words, spoken words, or I get a message from nature itself. And so, yes, I want to inspire many of you divine, beautiful feminines to devote yourself on your mission. Also, it is very important to understand that we are the feminines. And if I say feminines, I'm speaking about having a feminine soul. That your soul is vibrating with the feminine quality. And you will always have some masculine quality. You need the divine balance and harmony within. But you are active in the feminine quality, alright? And you will have been born and incarnated mostly in your feminine qualities, even though you have been a masculine soul as well. And of course we are multi-dimensional souls. So we exist at the same time in the now, at different places, in different kind of bodies and physicalities and experiences. I will come back to that also. So, a feminine is receptive. And I said before in my channels that all of us are channels. Our bodies are channels, are receptors. And we receive and channel the information through our crown chakra, and also through our root chakra into our body, and we reorganize, translate it, reorder it, and we harmonize it with our own energies. And we fill ourselves with those beautiful beneficial energies of light, love, and the nurture, the nourishment of Mother Earth, her heart crystal chakra. Every time you have a crystal, you basically have a piece of Mother Earth's heart chakra with you, and her soul self, her real heart, is present in each of those crystals as well. Also, those crystals channel the cosmos and channel your divine soul family in this and other galaxies. They can channel the most divine, high vibrational frequencies from the cosmos. The divine love, the divine consciousness. So yes, it is good to also work with crystals, but our bodies are becoming crystals, crystalline, from carbon to diamond, crystalline shaped. So we can be even greater receptors and receive more of the light, the information, the consciousness, and more of the love. Well, basically, yes, we can receive more information because of the crystalline body, but because of the ozone that we are going to breathe in more and more, yes, the ozone layer is disappearing. Yes, there comes radiation from the sun. And yes, the radiation from the sun transmutes the oxygen into ozone. Ozone is a higher vibrational form of oxygen, and we need that. And then we can expand our hearts. Our hearts will really become larger in our chest and our lungs and our brain. And it will also help to activate our DNA strands, our memory, of course, of who we are, our abilities, our higher abilities, and the brain activity, the so-called sleeping cells in our brain. Now, I'm coming back to the heart. Why is it that we still need to have the pain in our heart and close our heart? Because it is too painful to try to open it and then again be disappointed and then again be so hurt. And why is it? Well, if your heart would be completely open before all of your other chakras, all of your physical bodies and your spiritual, causal, etheric, astral, emotional, mental, physical, earth body and soul body are healed enough to sustain most of the time in the fifth dimensional frequencies. Until then, it would not serve you to have your heart all open and cleaned, because once your heart is all open and you start to receive those high vibrations in your heart of the love, once you become the love, you also will directly manifest into your life what you are thinking and feeling. You will attract those situations and manifest it instantly. Now, you will not want that if you, for example, would think, I will never get this. I am not attractive. I'm not good enough. He will not want me. He's never ready. I will disconnect forever. All of those things. I mean, there are so many more examples to say, but I'm now just trying to tune in with the divine feminine, how she could think about herself with a divine masculine, or my body is ugly or not good enough, or I'm too old. Because I know the divine feminine often, in the twin flame relation that is older. And so, it is very important that you understand that it is a protection, that your heart is not fully operational in complete love, even though all of the rest of yourself feels the love and your intentions are completely on the unconditional love. And you do feel it in your heart, only your heart chakra is not completely activated and capable to open itself up, to allow in that Amrit, that most beautiful, gorgeous form of energy and the most powerful of the universe, of all the universe, is love. And yes, you are still afraid of receiving love. Watch it. You can say, I'm ready, but once it's coming and you look in the eyes of your divine masculine, who is overflowing of love for you, completely, totally present for you, with you, how would that feel? Would you be able to keep your eyes open and look him in your eyes, in his eyes, and receive it? And then what would happen with your heart? Would not then, at that moment, your heart finally be able, and maybe not directly but slowly, to release all the hurt, all the pain, and let in the love? And would not the love heal you back into the love, both of you completely and entirely? And would not, when the two of you are combined as one in the physicality and then in the fifth dimensional reality, would you then not pull thousands, millions of other beloved humans into the fifth dimensional reality by the beautiful alchemical process and the morphic field? Because morphic resonance means that when one knows, all know. And the same is when there come in galactic information or cosmic information, cosmic rays of consciousness. That could be that at this moment I'm receiving and channeling the same inspiration at this moment that somebody else on the other side of the planet is receiving at the moment, at the same time. Alright? So we're tapping in and tuning to our channels, our radio, our antennas. We tune this in into the highest beneficial information coming in from the cosmos and, important, from Mother Earth. We give ourselves the nurture and the nutrients from Mother Earth, the comfort, the peace, the unconditional love, and we give her our unconditional love, and as well our higher vibrations from the planets and the stars where we have been ascending before and where we have been incarnating before, and all of the higher knowledge and information we bring and give it to her, and as well the highest of the cosmic consciousness. She is ascending because of us, and all of us becoming crystalline, including Mother Earth. And then when the ozone is disappearing, Mother Earth has a new crystalline protection layer around her. And then the dragons, the unicorns, and the Pegasus, and as well the sylphs and the seraphims will be visible for us, and we will visibly and physically work together, because many things are not visible with your three-dimensional eyes, so you think it's not existing. Or many things you cannot understand with your three-dimensional mind, so you think it's not possible. It doesn't exist. Even though with our third-dimensional senses we only perceive 1% of what that is. And I'm only talking about 1% of what is in physical form. Multi-dimensional physical forms. There are so many forms, you have no idea. If people on this planet of Earth still have problems with accepting the different races that are present here, which are also representing different planets and star systems and galaxies, but they're all humanoid, they're all in a human body, but different skin colors, different cultures, languages. While our language, our universal language, is also telepathy. We can always talk with each other. And this, beloved Divine Feminine, is what we are all learning and relearning. I have been, when I was 21, in the ashram of Sai Baba in India. I was on my own journey. I was alone. And Sai Baba was communicating with me telepathically. That was the first time that I realized what the difference between telepathy and just thinking that it's in my own mind. Because I didn't understand before, I was channeling a lot of information to people and just thinking that they thought I was wise, and I just thought, oh, I don't know. For me, it was just it just was. I didn't give it much thought actually, because it came simple and fluently. I think I was even a better channeler back then, because I didn't know any better. Only in the ashram with Sai Baba when I was 21, which was the reason that I had to stay outside of the ashram and rent a room, because they said I was too young to be there as a woman alone. Then I had to go outside and find a man and marry. Huh! Oh God. I know, basically, they are saying they do not trust themselves. But I had a beautiful experience, because I have been trained, my beloved feminines, all my life. I have been prepared for my divine masculine. Because I had to rent that room, and I wanted to wear those beautiful saris, because I've always loved the colorful clothing. I think that comes from the planet of Sirius, which is always more red, blue, yellow, orange, bright colors. I have always have that. Basically, I have those exact colors in my home. So I love those saris, and I wanted to look so feminine and beautiful as those other feminines. And as I was in the temple or in the ashram, I had to cover myself, and I wanted to blend in respectfully. So the room that I rented was a beautiful young girl who taught me how to wear a sari. So I became very good in it, and I'm so proud. And I wear all of the decoration that they are wearing. I felt so feminine. And then she taught me a lot of other things about India and the customs that I would never learn before. And I had an Ayurvedic doctor healing me when I had diarrhea from the Indian food, because we Western people have other biodomes in our intestines, so different bacteria and fungi and parasites. So it always gives a direct reaction if we eat foods in other countries, where because of the heat live other parasites and bacteria, and then they of course use those herbs and spices to balance it out. So I've learned so many things, and then I was in the ashram and I learned the telepathy and many more things. I was already singing bhajans when I was 14, and I was already doing the transcendental meditation. I was living with people already for 7 years, doing everything Ayurveda and meditating and levitating and so forth. So I had been prepared already. So I think for me it had been a little bit easier to develop all these things and understand it. And so I want to inspire you and give my guidance as well. So reach out if you want my guidance to make it easier for you. Then I want to go back to telepathy is our universal language. And the feminine energy, the quality, is what you carry. So be present. There are many things inserted in the reality. And even though a lot of things already have ended, are not possible in our reality anymore, because we have our vibrations high enough collectively. More and more people are waking up because of all the lockdown and restrictions, and that was perfect because so many of us had enough time, or had finally not enough distractions anymore. So we were having more silence, more solitude to dive within. I mean, when you cannot go out, the same as when you're in a prison, because that's basically it. The whole entire planet has been imprisoned. We have been imprisoned with the planet for a long time, separated from our galactic sisters and brothers. We could not travel anymore out of the planet, could we? Yes, to the moon or the Mars, but both of those are possessed by those negative dark beings, you know. So it's going to be a long story. I just want to tell you of the divine feminine. You know, in your womb, the egg nestles itself deeply and very grounded, very strongly, to wait for the egg. I mean, the egg is very strongly settled in the womb to wait for the seed to come and fertilize her. She is not going, the egg is not going to look for the seed outside somewhere. No, the egg takes care that she is very settled, very firmly rooted in the womb. So she is ready to receive the seed, which has to wrestle and look for her. The seed has to do the work to come to the feminine, right? And we feminine are receptive. We receive. Through the wrestling, the divine masculine becomes the king, becomes the emperor, becomes the god. He needs to go through the process of cleansing, remembering, desire, and wanting in. He wants in. Trust me, he wants in. Ha! So, two more important things I want to tell you. Yes, to have it very clear, to be receptive. And also, a lot of things are inserted in the reality. I've told in other videos about shapeshifters and also about the 5G. The things that they can do is like hologramic projections. That has already been possible, but now so easy. So things are not always what they are. And in the fourth dimensions, the maze of the fourth dimension, especially when you're almost at the end, even though there is no linear thinking, but you reached the outer layers, so to say, of the fourth dimension, almost into the fifth dimension. It becomes even stronger, the same as you have seen depicted in those pictures and stories of Buddha and Jesus, for example, and the Indian deities. There is always demons around and every kinds of distractions, the worldly distractions, the demons, the negative races who wants to distract you out of your inner peace, out of your inner process, out of your inner journey, back into love, back into consciousness, back into the higher dimensional realities. So, be very present within your body, be very clear in your mind, take excellent care of your bodies and foods. Re-listen all my other videos because it will become too long if I have to repeat everything. I've gave a lot of guidance already, how to do this, how to do it. It is up to you to accept my guidance and to follow and to see what resonates with the guidance. I don't want any followers. It is just the information that comes through me as a channel that I give freely. And I will never have ads on my channel. Alright? If you want to support me or give anything to me out of love, that is always welcome. But I'm not asking you. I leave you free. You will have a free choice. You had a free choice to go in this journey as a twin flame. Your soul chose, and it's not up to your human mind to choose. And the more you are becoming one with the consciousness and divine love, the more you just go with the flow. You let divine take care of you and trust that you're safe in the arms of the divine mother and father love, because they take care for you, and they always take care for you, because you have been separated, but in truth you're always one, and they never left you. We have left for expansion, experience, and that's another video, and all the videos I've talked about that as well. So yes, be very present, and don't let yourself be distracted if your divine masculine seems to reach out in the physical, in messages, or he can appear to you even in a physical body. Every time you need to refocus within yourself. Don't be distracted. Don't reach out. Don't open your heart. Don't go there. You know why? Only when your divine masculine comes to you, stands before you, looks you in your eyes with complete, total, honest, open, devoted love. When he looks to you, when he stands still, when he's completely within total body exposure towards you, then he's ready. And then it's your divine masculine, and then you can trust him. But you must feel the love. You must feel first, and not use your eyes. Don't be fooled by your five senses. Don't be fooled by your three-dimensional eyes, and not even what you're reading, because the negative darkness still wants to keep you in the suffering as long as possible and pull you into all the confusion and illusion and distractions. Be like the Buddha and the Jesus and the Indian deities. Stay centered within yourself and use Mother Nature and the trees to anchor down, because they help you to root in your body and in your earth body. Alright? So important. Now the last bit of my very long, beautiful channeling and transcript for you is very important. Now, what you must understand that is a lot of men on the planet have been raised to vibrate at the lowest frequency possible. They have been very, very corrupted. That not only their divine feminine has been totally deleted from the planet in all books, in all ways, raped, disempowered, disrespected, humiliated. All of her gifts have been wiped away. Even there is 12 moons in months instead of 13 moons. The number 13 is the unlucky number, and so much more. And then the divine masculine has been also depleted from his own inner divine feminine. And so there was no balance, no more compassion, no more active love, heart chakra. He was operating from his lower 3 chakras, while his sexual center was very much intact. It wasn't the sacred sexuality anymore, and he couldn't create without the feminine, no divine creations, and he was lured into domination, power over, and a lot of lies and deceit to put both of you separated, because once you are the two of you in union, you are the portal directly to God, to the divine, to the divine consciousness and the divine love. And of course those in control didn't want that.